You know that specific quiet. It settles into the room when you sit 3 feet away from them and suddenly feel completely alone. Your mind starts racing fast. Why does this keep happening every single time? Is this just what love looks like now? Do I still love them? Or have I just gotten used to the routine? Am I the real problem here? Here is the truth. You do not drift apart because you stopped caring. You drift apart because you stopped being genuinely curious about each other. You are not failing at love. This is not proof that you chose the wrong person. Every couple that has ever loved deeply has stood exactly where you are standing. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why your independence has become your isolation, and how to build a strength that actually draws you closer instead of pushing them away. Let's get into it. Most couples believe that being strong alone means you simply do not need your partner. They think emotional independence is the ultimate goal for modern adults. But the real truth is much deeper beneath the surface. When you prioritize self-sufficiency over open vulnerability, your partner's nervous system reads you as completely unavailable. Love never actually disappears when you build heavy armor. It just quietly goes underground to wait for safety. What looks like silent withdrawal is usually a partner who feels too overwhelmed to speak. Human bonding is never built on quiet competence. It is built on the mutual courage to say, "I need you." When you keep proving you are low maintenance, their attachment system quietly shuts down. This is not a sign of deep incompatibility between two people. It is the classic anxious avoidance cycle playing out between two people who actually want the same safe connection. Once you see that hidden pattern, you stop trying to manage their distant behavior. You start learning how to invite their nervous system back home. Stop trying to be the easy partner. Most couples fall into the quiet trap of believing that peace means swallowing your needs. You tell yourself that keeping calm just means keeping quiet. But the deeper truth is that buried needs never actually vanish. They slowly turn into heavy scar tissue that forms over unspoken moments that never got repair. When you hide behind quiet independence, their nervous system registers you as emotionally distant. Not louder arguments about nothing important. Not more careful compromising every weekend. Not scheduling a weekly check-in meeting. But two people who finally feel safe enough to be completely honest again. Imagine a hard Tuesday evening. You say you are fine and turn toward the wall for hours. Their brain quietly registers that they are walking on eggshells around a ghost. Or you sit down and admit the weight you carry while asking them to just listen. Their shoulders drop immediately because they finally hold your real truth. And when you do that, the heavy walls between you start to come down without either of you having to force a single word. Silence is never actual strength. Most people in relationships convince themselves that avoiding tension proves maturity. You stay completely quiet when something cuts deep. You avoid the fight to keep the room calm. But your nervous system is quietly misleading you right now. When you withdraw to protect your own fragile peace, you actually trigger their deepest abandonment wiring. And here is what changes everything. You are not avoiding conflict. You are quietly starving the connection. Think about the moment they say something careless. You shut down completely and give them cold, one-word answers. Their inner voice starts whispering that they clearly do not matter anymore. Or you take one slow breath and tell them exactly where it landed. They drop their heavy defenses instantly because they finally see your open wound. That's when the distance stops feeling like a prison and starts feeling like a quiet invitation to return. You never need to earn your place. Most couples operate on the hidden belief that love is a transaction to win. You handle every single bill yourself. You plan every date and solve every crisis first. But competence is never the same thing as true intimacy. When you try to buy safety with constant performance, you quietly hide your real self. Your nervous system stays locked in high alert because it fears conditional love. But this is the one most couples never figure out. You are completely allowed to be held. Picture yourself coming home completely drained. You start cleaning everything immediately and push their offers away. Your partner steps back slowly and feels completely rejected by your cold walls. Or, you sit on the edge of the bed and admit your exhaustion honestly. They step forward gladly to share the heavy load. Their mind quietly whispers that they actually get to take care of you. That's the shift that turns a relationship that feels like a daily negotiation into one that finally feels like a true home. Ask for help long before you break. Most couples wait until they are completely drowning before they finally reach out. You carry every heavy burden until you finally snap. Then you wonder why they look so shocked and distant. But honest vulnerability is never a desperate last resort. It is the only real bridge between two isolated hearts. When you ask for support while you are still standing tall, you prove your deep trust. Your nervous system finally stops bracing for impact and actually exhales. And this is where it gets really interesting. Real partnership never means finding a person to fix everything. It means finding someone to quietly witness your daily becoming. You wrestle with a heavy decision for weeks alone. You finally explode in sudden tears over a simple spilled drink. Your partner feels completely blindsided by your hidden emotional storm. Or you share the quiet struggle days early without demanding quick fixes. They lean into the moment with soft attention. Something inside them says they are honored to carry your weight. And when you practice this, the heavy pressure of perfection quietly fades into steady mutual presence. Two wholes make one stronger whole. Most people confuse healthy connection with losing complete independence. You guard your private hobbies carefully. You hide your deepest passions from them entirely. But true closeness requires shared presence every single day. When you weave your separate lives together, your nervous system learns that intimacy does not mean captivity. Not merging your separate identities, not losing your personal freedom, not becoming completely enmeshed, but choosing to share your full completeness with someone who actually sees you. You hold a passion they do not understand yet. You never mention it just to keep the surface calm. You feel proud of yourself, but strangely alone in the quiet longing. Or you invite them to simply watch you do it for 10 minutes. Their eyes soften immediately because they want to witness your joy. And when that happens, you finally realize you never had to choose between staying strong and being deeply loved. This is never a simple checklist to run through. It is a quiet invitation to stop reacting to old patterns. When you internalize this shift, they will feel your new presence before you speak. These are not clever communication tricks for better dates. They are the quiet beginning of becoming the partner you always wanted. Love is never something you simply fall into by accident. It is what you build, on purpose, every single day, by choosing to be real. If this resonated with your quiet struggles today, tell me in the comments. What is one heavy thing you have been carrying alone that you could finally share this week? Let's keep building that safe bridge together. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep learning how to love without losing yourself. Real intimacy never starts when you finally find the right person. It starts the exact moment you decide to become them.